Okay, good morning, children. Now we will start with our sixth chapter, spectrum. So, what is spectrum? Spectrum is a band of colors. It is a band of color. Okay, so here we will learn about deviation, dispersion, and spectrum. About deviation, we have studied in the previous chapter itself. So the first thing is deviation produced by a triangular prism. We all know that how prism produces deviation. When a ray of light, in this figure you can see, when a ray of light enters from rarer medium to denser medium, prism is a denser medium, and when a ray of light enters from rarer to denser medium, what happens? The ray bends towards the normal. So first refraction occurs on the first surface. Then again the ray travels in the prism. Again there is difference between the medium. The medium in which it is traveling is denser medium, and after this it goes to rarer medium. So it should bend away from the normal because the ray is traveling from denser to rarer medium. Here you can see two deviations produced. You can see two deviation produced. First one at the first surface is light is going in in the path QR instead of going in a straight line. So here the first deviation is produced. Again, while going out, what happens? Second deviation is produced. In the absence of prism, light would have went in a straight path following PQ. Okay, but what is happening? Due to the presence of prism, light is going through the path PQ, QR and RS. So when you extend back the emergent ray, and when you extend the incident ray, you will get the total deviation produced in the prism. You will get the total deviation produced in the prism. This total deviation produced in the prism is dependent upon three factors, and it is equal to the two deviations, that is delta 1 and delta 2. We have already studied that deviation depends upon the three factors. First one, the angle of incidence. Second one, the angle of prism. So what happens in case of angle of incidence? As the angle of incidence increases, initially the angle of deviation decreases. Again, by increasing the angle of incidence, angle of deviation increases. You will get a curve. You will get a curve that we call it as I delta curve. The second one is angle of prism. As the angle of prism increases, angle of deviation increases. Third one is refractive index of the material of the prism. But this refractive index depends upon the color. That is nothing but wavelength of the light. So we know that as the wavelength increases, refractive index decreases. As the wavelength decreases, refractive index increases. So we will go to the next part, that is dependence of deviation on the color of light. So what happens when the color changes? Okay, light of different color have same speed in A, but they differ in medium. See, a white light when comes from a source, this white light is having same speed, but as soon as it enters the medium, what happens? There will be a change in the speed of light. Okay, so after entering the prism, what happens? Light splits up into 7 constituent colors. The light of different color have same speed in A but different speeds in medium. If the light entering the prism is not of single color, if it is a mixture of several color, then the emergent beam also has different colors arranged in a definite order. Why this happens? Why the light is splitting into different colors? See here, when a white light passes from a prism, and if it is containing many colors in it, we know that different colors have different wavelength. different colors have different wavelength. So as soon as the light strikes the first surface, refraction occurs. In the first refraction itself, the colors get separated. The colors get separated. The one which is having highest wavelength will have the lowest deviation. The color which is having the lowest wavelength, it means highest frequency, will have the highest deviation. Highest deviation. Here, it is because the speed of light in a transparent medium decreases with the decrease in the wavelength of light. See, as soon as we know that speed of in the medium, if the speed is more, then there will be no deviation. If the speed is less, deviation is more. It happens same with red and violet color. We are taking only two standard colors. Red color has the highest wavelength and violet color has the lowest wavelength. So here what happens? Red color light has more speed. So that is the reason it deviates less. Violet color has less wavelength, so it deviates more. See, therefore, the refractive index of glass, that is material of the prism, increases with the decrease in the wavelength of the light. Therefore, the deviation caused by the prism also increases with the decrease in the wavelength of the light. In visible light, the violet color has wavelength lambda is equal to 4000 angstrom, and it is deviated most because it has the least wavelength 4000 angstrom, so it deviates most. And red color has 8000 angstrom wavelength, so that is the reason it deviates least, because in glass the speed of violet light is least and that of red light is most. Next one, colors in white light with their wavelength and frequency. See here, the white light emitted from a source consists of light of different wavelength. We all know that white light is a mixture of different colors. So that is the reason it has different colors in it. So as soon as it enters the medium, different colors get deviated according to their wavelength. The light of different wavelengths produce the sensation of different colors on the retina of our eyes. We can visualize those colors. So we perceive them as different colors. So we can distinguish them as different colors. The prominent color in white light are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. These are the prominent colors of the white light. Here, one more thing we need to understand, we cannot separate these all lights. Separation of these all colors is really difficult. Only we can distinguish. At the edge, they may be mixing, but we distinguish using collimator spectrometer. Different colors differ in their wavelength. So what happens? Wavelength is the characteristic of color irrespective of its origin. See, what is the meaning of this? Wavelength is the characteristic of color irrespective of its origin. If you are getting yellow color from any of the sources, it is not dependent of the source. If you are getting yellow color from any of the sources, its wavelength will be same. Its wavelength will be same. If you are getting violet light from any source, you can get it from any source, but the wavelength will remain 4000 angstrom itself. 4000 angstrom itself. If the source is changing, then also wavelength of color will not change. See here, the light of same color obtained from different sources will have the same wavelength. You can obtain the light from different sources. You can obtain the color from different sources, but still it has the same wavelength. Wavelength will not differ. So that is the reason it is said that color is the subjective property of light. Color is the subjective property of light. In exam, it may be asked that color is the subjective property of light. Explain. So you need to write that light may come from any of the sources. Okay, but still the wavelength of particular color will remain same. So here you can see in this table, the wavelength of different colors is being given. Violet light has its wavelength from 4000 angstrom to 4460 angstrom. Indigo light 4460 angstrom to 4640 angstrom. In the same way, you can check for all the lights, and the red color is having wavelength range from 6200 angstrom to 8000 angstrom. Okay, so here, what is this angstrom? Angstrom is the measure of wavelength. Okay, nowadays it is measured in terms of nanometer. Nanometer, 1 nanometer is nothing but 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Okay, but and 1 nanometer, 10 raised to minus, actually 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter, and 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. So it means 10 raised to minus 10 meter means you are taking 1 meter scale and you are dividing 10, you are making divisions. How many divisions you are making? 10 raised to 10 divisions you are making, and you are taking one division from it. You are taking one division from it, and it measures 1 angstrom. It measures 1 angstrom. See here. In the above table, the letter angstrom denotes the unit where 1 angstrom is equal to 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Nowadays, the wavelength is expressed mostly in nanometer. See here, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter, and it is equal to 10 angstrom. 10 angstrom. In the spectrum of white light, the red color has longest wavelength. We know that like red color has more speed, it means it has more wavelength, and the lowest frequency, that is how much, 3.75 into 10 raised to 4 hertz. Frequency is less. How wavelength and frequency are related? They are inversely proportional to each other. If the wavelength is more, then frequency will be less. It is same with red light and violet. For red light, the wavelength is more and frequency is less. In the same way, violet light has less wavelength, that is shortest wavelength 4000 angstrom, but it has the highest frequency 7.5 into 10 raised to 14 hertz. From the above violet end to the red end of the spectrum, the wavelength increases while frequency decreases. Violet end to red end, VIBGYOR. Violet to red, what happens? Wavelength increases and frequency decreases. Next, we'll go to dispersion of white light through prism and formation of spectrum. Okay, so actually the spectrum experiment is found by Isaac Newton. He found the spectrum. He was doing some experiment and he has seen some color at the edges of the lens. He thought that there might be some mistake, and after that, what he did, he
Miss,
cleaned
excuse
the
me.
lens thoroughly, and then he, yes Aryan,
Miss, I'm Krish.
just a minute, I'm recording, just a minute, I will solve your doubts. Okay,
Okay, Miss.
so what he did, he cleaned the lens properly and again he repeated the experiment. Then he found that the fault is not in lens, but it is something in the light. So then he began to the experiment known as Newton's experiment. What he did is he took a prism and he allowed the white light to pass through the prism. Okay, so he made a small aperture so that white light should pass, and as soon as the white light falls on the prism, what happens? There will be there is occurrence of refraction of light. So this refraction of light is nothing but splitting of color, because as soon as the light enters the medium, it splits into 7 constituent colors. Newton allowed the white light from sun to enter a dark room through a small aperture in a window and placed a glass prism in the path of light rays. The light emerging out of the prism was received on white screen. On the screen, a color patch like rainbow as shown in this figure was obtained, which was termed as spectrum. So spectrum is basically, it is a band of colors. So after passing white light through the prism, he got deviation of light, and he got spectrum. See here, the dispersion of light was found on the first surface itself. The splitting of light was found on the first surface itself. You can see on the surface AB, on the first refraction itself, the colors get separated because of their different wavelengths. Starting from the side of the base, from here, from base to top, the order of the color is VIBGYOR. It is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Okay, so this is usually known as VIBGYOR. Okay, so by this, what we can conclude is white light is consisting of 7 colors. Each color is corresponds to small range of wavelength. White light is having different colors and each color is having different wavelength. The white light is mixture of large number of wavelengths, that is large number of colors we can see. That is nothing but polychromatic in nature. It means it has many colors in it. Here you can see in spectrum, each color is mixed with another color. As I have said, you cannot distinguish between the colors. Each spectrum is mixed with the other color. So there is no sharp boundary. You cannot see any sharp boundary there. Okay. But here we are showing in diagram, it is shown that there is a sharp boundary. Here we have distinguished the light. But actually, when we separate the white light, there is no boundary. Okay, they will be merged with one another. There is no sharp boundary line separating the colors. In the diagram, colors are shown widely separated just for clarity. The total spread of colors is much less than that shown in the diagram. So different colors have different width on the screen. So next we will go to dispersion. So what is dispersion? You all have studied in the previous classes also. Dispersion is the phenomena of splitting of white light by prism, okay, or by any medium into its constituent colors is known as dispersion. So what is spectrum? Spectrum is a band of colors seen on passing white light through a prism. Okay, so next one we have cause of dispersion of white light and formation of spectrum. So why this spectrum forms? Why the spectrum forms? Here, the cause of dispersion of white light is due to change in the speed itself. Speed is changing, wavelength is changing. That is the reason there is a dispersion of light. When white light enters the first surface of prism, light of different colors due to their different speed in glass gets deviated through different angles. See here, you can see deviation of different colors inside the prism. Here, this deviation occurs mainly due to the different speeds, of the color. Gets deviated through different angles towards the base of the prism. The dispersion of white light into its constituent colors takes place at the first surface of the prism. See here, dispersion takes place at the first surface itself. As I have told you, dispersion, or you can say refraction of different colors, occurs on the first surface itself. The violet color is deviated most. You can see the violet color is deviated most and the red color is deviated least. See here, instead of going in a straight path, I'll show you, instead of going in this path, this straight path, violet color is going somewhere here. So it means the deviation is more. and the deviation is the less for red color. Violet color is deviated the most and the red color deviated least. Therefore, light of different colors follow different paths in glass and then strikes the second surface of the prism. On the second surface of the prism, only refraction takes place. Here, on second surface, only refraction takes place. On the first surface, there was refraction also and there was dispersion also. But on the second surface, there is only refraction, that is from glass to air, and different colors again they deviate through the different angles. Violet light deviates the most and red light deviates least. As a result, the color gets further separated on refraction at the second edge. The light emerging out of the prism has different colors that spread out to form a spectrum on the screen. Whatever the light is coming out from the prism will have different color bands. This color band is known as spectrum. So here you can see that dispersion of white light occurs at the first surface of the prism. Deviation of the light occurs at the both surface of the prism. Third one, the prism does not produce colors, but it only splits the various colors present in the light. Prism is not producing any color. It is just separating the colors which are present in the white light. So here we finish with this part. We will continue in the next part.